news. Welcome back to the Factor Uncensored. We just saw and heard from politician Valentina Gomez. Did she go too far? Probably saying damn right she did. Joining us to talk about it, Executive Director of Fiel of Houston, Cesar Espinosa, political analyst Angela Box, and Dr. David Branham. Well, Angela, I even think this may be too far for you.
Well, I will say this. Incendiary comes to mind. I think that it perhaps wasn't the best way to say certain things, but I think she was giving a clarion call, especially when she's talking about what's going on in the UK. And you mentioned in the interview with her what's going on in this country. Well, we have massive pockets of Islamic people in Dearborn, Michigan, in Minnesota, Ilhan Omar's home, stomping grounds, Rashida Tlaib. I mean, these are not just isolated incidents. And the problem with a lot of people that have problems with Islam is that it seems to be a religion that is hell-bent on taking over the world by hook or by crook. It's the only religion that is going to mutilate a girl's genitals. It's the only religion that's going to behead you if you don't submit to them. It's the only religion that's going to, throw gays off roofs. So there are some real problems in the Islamic religion that I think need to be dealt with by the more moderate Muslims among us. All right,
Cesar, your thoughts about this and this congressional candidate, Valentina Gomez?
A MAGA supporter doing MAGA things. I mean,
do you think this is even extreme for?
This is even extreme for them. I mean, and it goes back. It's an oxymoron because in a nation that was founded on religious liberties, on getting away from religious persecution, now you're persecuting religion. As an immigrant, you're persecuting immigrants. As a woman, you're speaking against women, against. I mean, it's just. It boggles my mind to see these clowns go on TV or go on social media and do these idiotic things like burning a Koran when at the end of the day they're claiming their false narrative. This goes back to what a couple of months ago we were talking about the supposed genocide in South Africa of Afrikaners that doesn't exist, that was lied about, that they were showing pictures about. But then you talk to MAGA supporters about and Trump supporters about slavery, and they're like, oh, no, we live in a post-racial. Slavery was not real. Come on.
No one's ever said slavery wasn't real.
There's a guy recently that went on X that said that went on and said that slaves need to get over it. No, the hell not.
There's no slaves in America, Caesar.
Oh my God.
There are slaves in Islamic countries, though.
There are,
I might add.
There are, and there will continue to be as long as people like you and other Trump supporters continue to create their own narrative.
All right, Dr. Branham, your thoughts about this? Should this candidate even be taken seriously?
I don't think she's going to be taken seriously in the voting box. Now, she's being taken seriously on social media because she's so entertaining. I mean, it's entertaining, but it's disturbing entertainment. She's going way over the top. Burning the Quran. In the other videos where she's blowing the head off a dummy and stuff like this. It's very, very disturbing, but it's very entertaining to look at. What I fear, though, is actually fear for her safety. I mean, those videos get death threats underneath. And when she does something like burn the Quran, and if she's serious about, Muslims...
And she said she received death threats as a result.
Absolutely. You can see...
What would you expect, though?
Well, she's complaining about Muslims and what they're doing, that they're killing people and raping people, and she's the one complaining the most about it. So I would be afraid that I would be a victim of that, especially when you're seeing all these responses about, okay, it's time for you to die and stuff like that. So I really fear for her life in a lot of cases in what she's doing.
Wouldn't it kind of prove her point that there's only one religion that's going to threaten to kill you if you burn their book? I mean, you don't see Christians threatening to behead people if they
Baptist
burn a Bible. And
Christian people,
man, I'm telling
in
you,
the name
Christians,
of Christ,
Christians are the most persecuted
there's
people on
lynchings
God's
that were
green
done
earth.
in the name of God. I mean, do we forget this? This is what happens when we don't teach critical race theory, and this is what happens when we ban books in schools. You only get ignorance, and you only get people that come here and spread their hate. Like this
Banning
woman.
That's
has.
another
queer
question.
theory
Really
for
quick. Hold on,
kindergartners?
Angela, 1 second. Is there such a thing as super Republicans, super American Republicans? That would be those who are children of immigrants who first got here recently, or those who are first generation, because what we see many times, those individuals going far and beyond than the average Angela Box, the average Republican, trying to prove that they're American even though they may have come from another country, trying to prove their allegiance. Do you see a pattern there, Dr. Branham?
I think there's some cases where it's the case, but where that's the case.
And I'm not saying all, some.
Yeah, but that's the point I want to make. It's not all, because there's a lot of immigrants. The vast majority of immigrants in this country, who are legal immigrants, they have issues with people who are illegal because they went through the process. They decided to abide by the laws of the country, so they have problems. But there are some to go over the edge. Valentina goes over the edge on this. I mean, when you see the videos of her violence while she's, her thoughts of these people need to be exterminated. That's what she's doing with the fire gun.
And
I think
really
she's
quick, do
talking
you
about
see that
radical
also?
Islam.
We see that all the time, and it goes back. I'm not going back to the same thing. I wish we had 6 hours to talk about this because there's a lot to unpack here. There's a woman who has to. I feel sorry for her because not only does she have to fit into this country and try to be accepted, but now she's trying to convince the other MAGA supporters that she's one of them, and she's going above and beyond, and she has to deal with these.
And will she be embracing your opinion?
She will not be embracing anything. I don't condone this. She needs to go run for the president of the KKK somewhere.
I mean,
we don't need her here.
Okay, we're going to stop there, Angela, because here we go. Where is it? Happy birthday, Angela Box. Belated birthday. We didn't forget about you. So everyone say happy birthday. Give her a high five, Dr.
Happy
Branham.
birthday,
Happy
Angela.
birthday.
Yeah, it's nice of you.
We do what we can on a small budget.
Thank you.